on this computer. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday night free necklace call. I don't know why we call it a free necklace call when it should be like a free necklace Zoom, but anyways, it's what we call it. And I'm really excited that you're here, whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. The fact that you're even here watching this at all tells me that somebody thinks there's a chance you might actually enjoy doing what we do. And for those of you that I have not met, my name's Carolyn. I've actually been in direct sales for 20 years. So when I was a young mom, my sister told me about this jewelry company she had joined, and it was actually a different brand that she was with. And I told her she was crazy. I told her I didn't wear jewelry. I didn't go to parties. I didn't know anybody. And that was that. And she lived out of town. So, I didn't have to do a party for her or anything. So because in my early 20s, I had never been to a makeup party, a basket party, a candle party, none of that stuff. And then a year went by and she came to town to do a show for one of my friends. And I got invited and I went and I watched and I thought, well, this is kind of fun. Like somebody else is showing me how to look cute. There's jewelry, there's snacks. I know when we do virtual party, there are no snacks unless you bring your own snacks. But it's still, I mentioned it to my husband then because I booked a party to help my friend get extra free stuff. And I was like, Michelle's making money off of all these people buying jewelry, or I could be the one making money and helping my friends get free stuff. So he was like, yep, you should do it. And I was like, wait. I'm scared to talk in front of people. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to wear jewelry. But we decided if she could do it, I could do it. So I joined and I was with that company for 18 years. I worked it full time as a stay-at-home mom. And then when my kids were older, I went back to work full time as an accountant, doing payroll and job cost accounting, which is not fun. But my kids were not home and I just didn't have that much to do. So I did that for a few years. And then my former company closed during the pandemic. I mean, how many of us know a company that closed during the pandemic, right? Like so many. So my company was one of those, and I cried buckets of tears because that was like my community, my friends, people I'd worked with for years. And I thought I was going to go sell houses or something because I was terrified that that office job that I did not love was then going to own me. And I don't know if any of you are like Dave Ramsey fans or Forbes magazines, but they say, they say you should always have yourself diversified. You should have multiple streams of income. And before I worked that full-time job, my only income was my jewelry, which I survived. But then while I was working that job and I had jewelry, I felt pretty good about that. Well, when that jewelry went away, I kind of panicked and I thought, I'm going to be stuck in this office forever. And I just wanted to have options. So I went ahead and tried out Park Lane, this brand of jewelry, because a friend of mine recommended it. And I was very skeptical, but oh my goodness, here I am 2.5 years later, and it has been incredible. When I tell you about the programs and everything that they do for us, I loved my other company, but this one has been leaps and bounds better as far as their business practices and the amount of repeat business I get here versus where I did in my previous company. So I like to share about the 3 Ps. I'm going to share a little bit about the people, a little bit about the product, and a whole lot about the programs. And I can usually do this in about 20, 25 minutes. So the people, Park Lane, has actually been around for 67 years. We're like going on 68 years. And it was started by Arthur and Shirley Levine in the 50s. They were teenage newlyweds. Their kids, of course, were raised up in this company. They swept office floors. They actually sold jewelry, even the boys. Our CEO now, so 3 of their kids purchased it in the early 2000s, and Scott Levine, our CEO, first sold jewelry and built a massive team selling jewelry, which I still like laugh when I think about men selling jewelry, but there are some very successful men in this business who sell jewelry. But now he's our CEO and his daughter is now our designer. So we're like a 3-generation strong family owned and operated company. They're financially sound. In 2020, when my other company closed because they couldn't handle the pandemic, Park Lane pivoted so well and taught their field how to do virtual parties to where 2020 was their biggest year ever. only topped by 21, 22, and now 23, because they have like tripled since the pandemic because they were so good at teaching their field how to pivot. So I love that. I love that the owners only keep 2% for themselves. The rest they pour back into our programs. And that's why we have what I believe is super generous compensation, but it's also super generous. The sales that they run for our customers and the trips that they do for us, the amount of time and money that they put into pouring back into us and our customers and our hostesses, they wouldn't be able to do if they were like a normal company that kept 20 or 30% of the profit. So let's talk a little bit about the product. I mean, hello, it's jewelry, right? We love it. If it's priced right, we will buy it. And Park Lane is very good at being very diverse in their jewelry. So we have stuff for every age and stage. We have every price point. We have stuff that starts at $22, goes all the way up to like $200. And nobody ever even has to pay the $200 price because we always have a half price sale. We have bonus items. We have dainty delicates like this. We have genuine stones like this. This is genuine turquoise and genuine granite. We do a lot with semi-precious stones. Our metal is electroplated with 14 to 20 karat gold. The silver is rhodium plated, which is actually a stronger metal than silver. It's in the platinum family, and it doesn't tarnish or oxidize like silver does. And we also have a guarantee that covers your jewelry no matter what. So my Hurley necklace right here, I think this is like an $80 necklace, which I would always say get for half price. If I were to just, I don't know, get in a bad mood and rip this off my neck, if it happens in the first 4 months, they replace it for free. And then after that, it's $10 plus shipping. So that's amazing. Even with our most expensive items, they will replace it for $10 plus shipping as long as it's still in the line. And if it's no longer in the line, but the customer purchased it within the last year, they'll let them pick out something different. So that's amazing. I think really the only thing about our guarantee is it kind of spoils us to everybody else's guarantee because we kind of get used to our stuff being replaced no matter what. And most places are like, no, it's been 30 days, or is that a manufacturing defect? But Park Lane, nope, they replace it no matter what. So you don't have to keep stock or inventory. I mean, I know you see all this jewelry that I have behind me. I started with a kit just like everybody else. And then along the way, I purchased a little more jewelry. I won a bunch of free jewelry. But whatever you show, you're not trying to sell that actual piece you're showing. You're showing it, and then people are ordering it, and it ships straight to them. So they don't have to you don't make deliveries. Your hostess doesn't make deliveries. Everything ships straight to the customer, which is so, so nice. So let's talk about the programs. This is my favorite part. So in Park Lane, we have amazing programs for all three types of people: the customer, the hostess, and the stylist. So let's talk about the customer, because I mean, that's pretty much where most people start, is as a customer. I'd never even shopped Park Lane, and I started as a stylist. So there is an exception to every rule, but most people are first introduced to Park Lane as a customer, and they always get to shop our buy two, get four at half price sale. So like this little belief necklace that I have on right here, this is like $30. That's a good thing to pay full price for. Or some $20 earrings. That's a good thing to pay full price for. But my Hurley necklace that's $80, they could get that for half price. Or they could get any of my bracelets for half price because they only pay full price for the two least expensive items. And I don't know anybody else who does that. I mean, if other stores did this, I'd probably go broke because I'd be shopping all the time. Thankfully, only Park Lane does this sale. And then on top of that, they do extra weekly perks for our customers. So it changes, every couple of weeks, but currently ends at midnight tonight. So if you don't decide to join your stylist team, you should shop with her tonight because the sale is really good. This week, when our customers spend at least $60 with their full and half price items, they can go back and pick out a $200 item for $30 and anything 200 or less. It doesn't have to be 200 on the dot. It could be anything up to 200 for $30, and then anything up to 100 for free. That's so, so good. So when we work these deals for our customers, they're able to get our jewelry more affordably than they were able to get my previous company's jewelry. And this jewelry is nicer with a better guarantee. So I love that. We also have style drops. So like last week we had this bracelet drop. It was like a lily colored honeycomb. It's already sold out, but it was the value's like $250, but our customers could get it for only 30 bucks with any $40 purchase. And this just keeps your customers excited and engaged because they can come and shop with you over and over and over. And there's always these like new exclusive items that are limited edition. And everybody wants the good sale. Everybody wants the limited edition stuff. And then what do women love besides a sale? I mean, we love a sale, right? Then we love to tell our girlfriends about the sale we found. So that's where our hostesses come into play. So once somebody shops with you and they think, oh my gosh, this was fun. I would like to get a bunch of free jewelry. I would like to share the sale with my friends. They host a party. And Park Lane rewards our hostesses so well. They get a $200 item for $30 just for hosting the party. We call it a thank you item. They also can get 4 half price items. And you make commission, you as a stylist, you make commission off of the half price items on the hostess order and the half price items from the customer order. So if you're sitting there thinking, with all these half price items, am I going to make any money? Yes, you are. Half price items are considered retail items to you, and you make your commission off of those. So when your hostess uses her half price items, you earn more income. And then the free stuff for the hostess is so generous because Park Lane is going to give her $20 free for every order she gets on her party, no matter how big or small that order is. Even if her friend can only spend $22, Park Lane is going to give her a $20 shopping credit. When she has 5 orders, that's $100 free. 9 orders is $180 free. But when she gets to 10 orders, this is where the magic happens because Park Lane doubles all her shopping credits to $40 per order. So she gets at least $400 in free jewelry. So we, us stylists, we work really hard at coaching our hostesses on the things that we'll do to help them get to those 10 orders because we want them to do that. And if you think about it, if most women are doing the buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, and they're wanting to get their bonus items, oftentimes women are spending $100 to $200. And if you multiply that by 10, that's a $1,000 to $2,000 party. And you're making commission off of that. So it's all set up to be beneficial for the customer, which benefits the hostess, which benefits you as the stylist. And when she has friends book parties from her party, she gets an extra thank you item at their party. So she gets another $200 item for $30 at her friend's parties. So she's encouraging her friends, like, you should have a party. I'll come shop at your party because, I mean, let's face it, nobody can get everything they want all at one party. So that just helps your business continue going. I always try to replace every show with at least one show, and then you never run out of parties. So let's talk about the perks that they have for stylists. Hold on. I just remembered something. I skipped one thing on that hostess plan. We also have these 2 things called Fast 50s. It's 2 $50 extra jewelry credits that we can award our hostesses, and we get to choose why they earn those. So oftentimes I will do, like if you have 10 people there in person, or if you have 10 people watching live, I'll give you an extra $50. Maybe if we get 3 future bookings, I'll give an extra $50. Or maybe if I just use it for different things. I look at her show and how things are going. And maybe if she's struggling to get even 5 orders and we're only sitting at 3, I might say, hey, if you can just get 2 more orders, I'll give you an extra $50. You can tailor make it for your hostess to do whatever will help her show be the most successful. And we just pay $10 a piece for those. That's one of my favorite things about our hostess program, because in my former company, there were some extra hostess perks the hostess could get, but she had to do very specific, exact things. And you could not change or alter that. But with Park Lane, they're just like, here's your toolbox, do with it what you want. And I really appreciate that. So let's talk about all the stuff they do for you if you decide to become a stylist. There's so much. They're just so good to us. I seriously, when I first signed up, I kept thinking, okay, when is the other shoe going to drop? Like, when am I going to find out where the big hairy monster is coming out? And the 2.5 years later, the big hairy monster still has not come out. So when you're a stylist, you have access to the best fundraising program I've ever seen. They will let you do a fundraiser for any nonprofit, and they will donate 50% of the sales to that nonprofit. And out of the other half, they'll still pay you your commission. So maybe you've got a friend who doesn't want to book a party because she doesn't need free jewelry, but she has a passion for dog rescue. And you say, well, hey, what if we did a fundraiser for your favorite dog rescue? And she could invite all her friends over. It could be some swanky event and it could all be about puppies and paws and whatever. And 50% of the sales would go to that dog rescue. Her friends get free, or not free jewelry, because there is no customer sale when it's a fundraiser and there's no hostess perks. But I mean, how many of us have bought the $5, $6 cookies, the $30 popcorn? And here they could be buying the $20, $30, $40 pieces of jewelry and know that half of their purchase is going to some amazing cause. I've done them for schools, swim teams. I have done a dog rescue. I've helped raise money for prom for 2 years in a row for a high school. So it's really a lot of fun being able to do fundraisers for people because I love being able to give back, but I can't always just sit down and write out a check for $1,000. Oh, and my mother-in-law's Altar Society, where she goes to church, they invite me once a year to come to their monthly meeting. And I get to just set up, show the jewelry, do a little fashion show. They all shop like crazy. Half the money goes straight to their church and they get to do special projects with it. So I love that. I love that we have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips every year that you can earn. Since I've been with the company, I have earned 5 trips. I've earned a trip to Key West, Aruba, Hawaii, Cabo, and I just most recently earned a trip to Paris. But all 5 times I earned it for 2 people, airfare included. So they again are so generous with and the things that they do for you on our Aruba trip. They like rented an entire private island where we even had free massages on the island. I mean, it's experiences that I would never have otherwise because I'm cheap. I won't pay for that stuff. On top of the trips, we can also earn free jewelry. We can earn Rich Rewards Club every single month. There's 5 levels. So whether you sell jewelry, you can earn 3 different levels based off of your sales. Or if you recruit, there's 2 different levels you can earn there. So it totals to about $1,100 in free jewelry you can earn every single month. And then the next month it starts over again. So even if you just sell $1,000 in the first 2 weeks of the month, you'll earn $250 in free jewelry. And then if you go on to sell 2,500, you'll get the designer ensemble that hasn't even dropped on the website yet. When you sell 4,000 in the month, you get $300 in free jewelry. Recruit 2 people, 300, another 2 people, 300, and then the next month starts and you can do it all again. So it's so fun. Well, let's talk about how you make money because you're all like, yeah, that's great, Carolyn, trips, free jewelry, whatever. Show me the money. So in Park Lane, we all earn at least 30% commission. That is where a fashion director entry level comes in earning 30%. If you choose to build a team, just by adding 1 qualified stylist to your team, you could promote and get your first 5% pay raise and you'd be a branch director and you never go backwards in Park Lane. The only way to go is up. But if you've ever been a leader in another direct selling space, let's say you built a significant team, you could interview and possibly qualify for a direct appoint position where they would bring you in already at a leadership level, which is what they did for me. I'd been with my former company for 18 years. I had built a substantial team. I came in at a leader level. And then still, even though my team, I came over with only like 2 people to start with, they still paid me as though I was a leader. I was earning 45% commission. And then our team, which is super exciting, I know a number of you girls are on here, our team recently promoted to a sales vice president level, which I don't make any more money, but there's more bonuses. So it's just really cool because even during that 2.5 years where my team really wasn't as big as the team that it would take to be a division leader where I was still paid as a division leader. So if you have an experience in another direct selling space, let your person know so that you can see if you would qualify for something like that. If you choose to build a team, you get paid infinitely deep. You have no breakaways. So even if you sponsor some rock star and she promotes up and past you, you can still earn income off of her and her team infinitely deep for forever. So that is really, really nice. And we have lots of other programs. I mean, you can earn a Mercedes car. They'll pay up to $700 a month for a white Mercedes lease. Or if you don't want the Mercedes, like I didn't, I chose the cash out option. So every month that I qualify for this, they just give me a $500 bonus on my check. So I'm super practical, and I pull a fishing boat with my minivan. I think that would look kind of funny behind a Mercedes. And then there's other free pieces of jewelry we can earn all the time too, on top of Virtual Rewards Club. It's so much fun. You like cannot even turn around without bumping into free jewelry here. It's so fun. So let's talk about, oh, and I said you start at 30%, you can work your way up to 50%. So at the level that I'm at, I earn 45% regularly. But if I have one person join my team that month, I get a 5% bonus. And that starts happening just, I think just like 3 levels up in the compensation plan. You promote to 35%, then you promote to 40%, and then you promote to the 45, 50%. And you never go backwards. So let's talk about your kits. Everyone who joins gets to choose their kit size. No matter which kit you choose, you get a website for an entire year. Something about our website is that's where all the credit cards are processed, so you pay no credit card processing fees. Again, in my previous company, and I have a lot of friends that sell a lot of different things, most of them have to pay credit card fees. We pay none. So that 3.5% that would come out of your check does not come out of our check. We get to keep that. On your website, you can run reports. You can see your direct deposit that's going to go into your account on Tuesday, because we do get paid weekly. So everything you turn in by Wednesday, on Friday, you can see your report, and boom, on Tuesday, it's in your account. You can run reports. You can track like your downline. I mean, there's so much information back there. It's really, really nice. But our basic kit is $99. And with that one, you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry, and you get to pick it. It's not like they just stick you with some random stuff. You get to pick $500 in jewelry. Our business kit is $229. And with that, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. You also get like a Park Lane logo tablecloth, a ring sizer, some little satin jewelry rolls to roll up your jewelry with, so you can just carry it in your purse. Or our boss kit is $439. And with that, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. And it's so fun. But your recruiter, she makes no income based off of what kit you purchase. So she's not going to try to talk you into buying stuff you don't need. It's just really, how do you want to get started? My most popular kit is the $229 kit, because $1,000 is a reasonable amount of jewelry to start with, especially if you're doing virtual parties. Now, if you're wanting to do in-home parties, you're going to want to start earning free jewelry right away, because you will want more jewelry than that. But that's the nice thing about getting started is the leader, or if your recruiter is already a division level or higher, she'll launch you. Or if she's not, me or Rayanne or Sheremy or whoever her upline level leader is, we'll do your launch party for you, because we have gobs of jewelry. And we'll launch you virtually or in person, depending on where we live. And it's so much fun, because if you have a party of 10, which is what we're always going for, you're going to get at least $400 free that you get to add to your collection. Then you're going to start earning Rich Rewards Club, which is more free jewelry that you get to add to your collection. And then there will be special bracelets drop that you win for free that you get to add to your collection. And it's so much fun. So every year after you get started, 365 days later, if you think this is pretty cool, I want to keep doing this, all you pay is $100 to renew your website. That's it. We don't have monthly fees. We don't have quotas. There's not a certain amount of jewelry you have to purchase. I mean, I would not recommend getting in and doing nothing, but like nobody's going to be behind you cracking the whip telling you get to work. It's your business. You get to do with it what you want. But we have a really good onboarding system. We will do a glam plan with you. We'll show you all the graphics you have access to. We'll give you party scripts. Like everything we do, whatever you've seen your stylist do, she will share with you. We share all of our information, and we are all about a success culture on our team. So it's super fun, and we would love to have you. And I hope I've answered most of your questions, but I would recommend after this, just have like a 5-minute phone call with your stylist, or I'm not available right after this, but I probably could be tomorrow if you wanted to get on a 3-way phone call with me and whoever your stylist is. But just ask your questions and give it a try, because it's not like it's not like you're marrying it forever. You can date it for a few months, see what you think. And if after a few months you've done a few parties and you're thinking, nah, it's not for me, you just stop doing parties. You don't have to keep up with anything. In a year, your website will just shut down. But I have found more often than not, women launch, they have a really good launch party. They do a couple shows for their friends. They're like, this is a lot of fun. They earn a bunch of free stuff. This is what happened to me. I was not going to do this seriously. And our team has grown, and it has just really been an incredible experience. So I'm going to, you should get a link to a survey to fill out so that you go into our drawing. And I meant to have that ready so that I could paste it right in our chat. But let me think, what should our keyword be? Valerie, pick a keyword. What do you think the keyword should be tonight? We always have a keyword so that you can put that on the survey and we know you are actually here.
I
know I put you on the spot.
I know. The only thing that comes to my mind, because I got my sparkle hat, is sparkle.
Okay, sparkle. That's our keyword. Sounds good for me. So you can just click that link that's in the chat, or if you are on your phone and you can't find the chat or whatever, just message your stylist and be like, where's that Google Doc that I fill out? You just need to fill this out by midnight tomorrow. Those of you that are here live, you could just go fill it out right now. But if you're watching this later on the recording, just make sure you fill out that Google Doc by midnight tomorrow and you'll be in the drawing for a free necklace. And if we have over 10 people fill it out, we give away 2 necklaces because I believe in good odds. And I think 1 in 10 is pretty good. So thanks for joining us tonight, ladies. I'm going to stop the recording. And if you're here live and you want to ask a question, you are welcome to hang out for a minute or so. So where's my stop button?